Yeah, it's a new beautiful, look at this, sunshiny day with some blue skies. I don't know what we're getting into today, which means you don't either. All I know is I was told to take this truck. I got my gloves, I got my mirror from William Harris. You never know when you're gonna need it in this truck. Let's see if we can get this thing started. And the answer is no. No, it's not gonna start. That's fine. We'll get the jump pack sitting on the fender of the loader. That's a handy place for it. See if we can get this thing going now. All right, take two. Oh, for crying out loud. Come off there, baby. Why are you stuck like this all the time? You know, got it. It's on the 12 volt. It is a 12 volt. Of course, the terminals are super clear. That thing's been a great truck. It always does well on-road, off-road. Whatever we throw at it, it takes it. But daggone it, it's always been cold-natured. I don't know what's up with that, but you know, it started. We're rolling. I'm gonna get some breakfast from the market. Yeehaw. Then we're gonna head Mike's way. Seriously though, you should check your beds. You really should. Because look, there's two pieces of pipe in here. All right. Well, Dirt Perfect's gonna tear down this little building. There's gonna be a water line run right through that building. So we're just gonna take that building out of the way. He's gonna pick through, separate all the wood from the metal. Then we can haul the wood off to be burned down at the camp like we've showed you, and we can haul the metal off and scrap. Now, if you want to see the full video of this getting demoed, you got to check it out on that camera, which is Dirt Perfect's camera. You know I'm not going to show you all the fun on this channel. Be sure to stay tuned to Dirt Perfect's channel so you can see this demo go down, and I'm going to put you to that camera. We'll catch you in a little bit. Yeah, so like I was saying, real life Mike was telling you there, be sure to check out Dirt Perfect's channel. Stay tuned to that.
The demolition of that little barn and installing a water line will be on his channel, so be sure to stay tuned. We're going to get this thing tarped. We're going to head down to the barn actually and dump this down at the barn. Normally we take it down to the borrow pit. That's where we burn our clean demolition debris, but that's currently underwater, so much for that plan. And if you can see in the background, there's a little barn right there. That's due to get tore down soon too, so I just kind of dumped it over there by that, so it's all close together for when we burn it. We thought there was going to be a lot of trash in this. It ended up just being, you can see there's a tire there, there's a couple tires, there's a garden hose, but majority of this is just old timber and scrap metal. So we'll pick all the tires and garden hose out, burn it, and then pick the scrap metal out of the pile after it's all burnt up. But that's it, really, for that. So we're just going to get a couple of these loads hauled out, and then we're going to get the 304 hauled back to the house. Mike's going to get me loaded up for a second time, and while Mike was loading me up with the second load, I decided to throw the drone up in the air and get a little panoramic view of the area that we were in during this job. So I'll let you just listen to that music, check the view out. Alright, so we pull back on the highway here. I want to point out the, well, I wasn't going to point it out, but look at that blue sky. That's gorgeous. I want to point out where the water got up to on the highway. I know there's a lot of bad flooding around the country right now, but for us, this is just the normal ups and downs of the river, and it's on its way back down, and you can see based on the mud marks where the water got up to this time around. See the dirt there, the mud marks left on the highway. The access road is starting to show itself there for the dirt pit. Of course, the dirt pit's still underwater, but it's on its way down fast, so we'll be able to get in there not too long.
All right, Mike's getting the last little bit, the 304 up there. We dug these two beams out here, rough solid beams. I'm gonna drag those to the house, actually. You're not gonna believe this, but the perfect future project for those beams. And we're gonna get the trailer hooked up. That's not a trailer, that's a truck. We're gonna get the truck hooked up to the trailer, the 304, on that trailer, and then we're going somewhere. I don't know where. Actually, fingers crossed, we may take that 304 straight to the house. We might get some culvert work in today. I don't know. We'll just have to see how the day goes. I'll be right back.
Alright, for some of those that have been with the channel for a long time, you know I have a little trick I use whenever I hook this spindle hitch trailer up, because for the life of me, I just can't back that truck up straight, or I always seem to push the trailer off one way or another. Now, of course, I left the lid up in the way of the camera angle. It's kind of like a magic trick. You can't really see the bunny I'm getting ready to pull out of the hat. But basically what I do is I just take a ratcheting binder, I hook it over to the spreader chain, and I hook it to the safety chain of the trailer, and yeah, there you go, Mike. Move it. There you go. See how I got it hooked up like that? And you'll see, I'll just pull it over center. Now, the downfall here is this trailer's sitting on an incline. You can see as I start to pull over, the trailer tries to roll away backwards. But, you know, on the bright side, it's still attached to the truck. And then I'll just roll back a little bit, and we'll be lined up just great. That's how I do it. Now, I know there's lots of ways to do it out there, but that's the technique I use. Works great for me.
Oh, neighbors got a lot of people over. A lot of cars we can bounce off of. Let's see how this goes. Neighbors' cars. Up, so I can grab those couple beams off there. Cat 304 mini hoe, smooth face bucket that Mike and Aaron Boom just got fixed up, looking good, working good. Scraped across to get a little bit of water out of there. So we got a mini hoe, we got an excited doggo, we got a culvert, we got another culvert that goes further down the road. We got motivation, we got excitement. We don't have time though, unfortunately, because look, still a beautiful sunshiny day out in the woods. So that means the next video, we're gonna be getting these culverts put in. Once we get these culverts put in, let this road drain off a little bit better, we'll do some base rock, but that won't be for a while. Very excited about the culverts coming up though. Are you excited, Pup? Are we excited? Oh, Pup's excited too. We're gonna head back to the house for today. Thanks for watching. Welcome to all the new subscribers. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Do yourself a favor. And don't forget to ring the bell. It tells you whenever I post new videos. That way you don't miss out on all this awesome content. I hope you think it's awesome content. I love it. It doesn't matter either way. Anywho, like I said, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.
Alright, so here's a little sneak peek of what's going to be coming up on Tuesday's video. We were able to get 3 or 4 out into the woods the following day and get one of the culverts in, and some of the ditches opened up, and I'm hoping to get some more culverts in later this week. So we got lots of good content with that coming up. Later in this video, actually the next clip I believe in this video, me and the girls went out in the woods and we tried to identify, or better identify, that large tree that was down the other day that you guys gave some suggestions to, so be sure to stay tuned for that. We also have some barge footage coming up with the drone, and a new technique that I'm trying to get some barge footage with, trying to time-lapse them around the bend. I think it's kind of cool, but I need your feedback on it, so be sure to stay tuned for that. I think one more scoop and we're moving on.
All right, so this is that tree we were at the other day. You guys remember that? Big old massive canopy. It came up in 3 trunks, and then it's laying on the ground there. We got the little ones out here with us because it's just a pretty sunshiny day. Figured let's get out in the woods for a little bit. I had 2 main suggestions, so I printed off a couple bark samples. We're gonna see if we can nail down exactly what this is.
This So the girls wanted to climb all over this thing, and I can't blame it. It's a lot of fun to climb on trees. We looked all over this thing, several places up and down the tree. Of course, we snapped some photos there. You got to have the photos for the memories. We looked at the tops a little bit, tried to compare the tops to some pictures, and I think we came up with the answer here. Stay tuned. Let's look at it from this side. Remember, don't touch that. Remember what that is?
A poison ivy vine.
Very good.
All right, so we checked down on the trunk, and now we're checking up here.
This has the same moss as this tree. The tree on the
Well,
picture.
I'd ignore them. I wouldn't pay attention to the moss. I'd pay attention to the way the striations are in the bark.
It looks like this bark. Because
I agree with you.
peeling, and this one looks like roundish.
See how this has long, straight? Like that. You don't really have that. These are all broken up across there.
These are all broken
Just like
out.
that.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think it's a black cherry tree.
I think it's a black cherry tree too. I have to agree with you. So after looking at this, guys, we think it's a black cherry tree. That's what we think. You guys gave two main suggestions, a red oak and a cherry tree, specifically a black cherry tree. So we think it's a black cherry tree. We also, if you see on the pictures, so we have pictures of the bark for the mature trees and pictures of the bark for the younger trees. And if you go down to the top end, at the top,
there are some branches that look like the younger trees.
Right. The branches at the tops of the trees look very similar to what the younger trees look like, and I would expect that.
Alright, so here's a photograph of a young cherry tree. We're comparing it to the young growth at the top of the cherry tree, or whatever tree, laying on the ground. It's kind of hard to tell because of the decay on the one that's on the ground, but you can see some similarities there. And honestly, right or wrong on that tree identification, the most important part of that day was just getting out with the kids and enjoying the sunshine. It's been such a wet, nasty winter. We've been cooped up so much. Anytime you get a day like that, it's just nice to get out and enjoy it. So we're flying down here on an upriver tow. He is loaded down with coal to Crowns Corporation towboat, push boat, whatever you want to call it. I've got a few random statistics on that, and then after this clip, there is a new thing I'm trying with time-lapsing these guys going around the bend, and I want your feedback on it. If you guys like it, if you think I should keep incorporating it to help keep the channel new and fresh, let me know. I always appreciate your input, your feedback. You guys always help me out a lot with that in the comments. As always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.